Hello, this is Chiak. We are back with the next game in the Murder is Game Over series, Murder Otaku. This is the last game I have, though I believe there is, there was an announcement of a new one, though I think that was a while back. I don't know. I'll check. I'll look, okay? Either way, let's get into this. Yes, I have played before. Welcome back. Thank you. Introduction. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 2 years ago. Jennifer. Renna. Here, Jennifer, take this. No, it's too late for you. What? Forgive me. Oni statue, okay. Okay, is this gonna be the chase, the guy that's gonna be chasing us throughout the game? Which I will go to normal mode because... That was, okay, the investigation. For murder 2 years ago? Present day. Before the events of Murder is Game Over Deal Killer. Oh. Okay, oh right. Okay, so this has been, alright, interesting. Cleo, it's so good to see you again, my sweet little friend. Oh dear, excuse me. Yes, welcome, Detective Guy. Thank you so much for coming out here in the line of duty, even way past your bedtime in the middle of the night. That's me, doing whatever it takes. Well, at least try not to yawn. There's been a suspicious death here, and we've got no time to waste. Let me fill you in on what we know now. Okay, hold on. I'm, like, moving my keyboard so I can rest my arms a bit easier. Case details. Very well, let's dive right into the specifics. Okay, it looks like this time... okay, interesting. So, the hold space thing basically got nerfed. It looks like. You're our main murder mystery man, Detective Guy. You've already solved some baffling cases, and I have no doubt that you're well prepared now. And I barely slept. Oh, I almost forgot. Cleo, your clue-sniffing dog, is fantastic. She always knows where to find evidence that the police overlooked, and she's always so well-behaved. It's not beneath my dignity to talk to your adorable dog, even if most people won't. Well, Cleo, I love you too. Okay. Our location. It's 11 p.m. at the Grand Bilderbuilt? Okay. It's 11 p.m. at the Grand Bilderbuilt Hotel in downtown Philadelphia. This 1920s Art Deco-styled high-rise hotel has a lot of history. This is just the first floor. If you think this is impressive, wait until you see the view from above. Tell me, Detective Guy, have you ever been to an anime convention before? Yes. Oh. Well, this coming weekend, the Bilderbuilt Hotel is also the home of YokaiKon, a brand new anime convention in its first year. If you know what an anime convention is, then I'll spare you a long-winded explanation of anime fandom. YokaiKon is poised to open its doors to the public early tomorrow morning, so we desperately need your help solving this case before the area is crawling with anime fans. Okay. The victim is a young Japanese woman named Rena Ishida. She is a well-known Japanese pop singer who was flown in to the convention as a special guest and performer. Rena was a J-pop idol singer. Interestingly, Rena Ishida graduated from a prestigious university here in Philadelphia before she went back to Japan and signed a deal with YokaiKon Records in Tokyo. Rena performed the theme song for a popular new anime last year, and her career took off as a result. This event was going to be like a homecoming show for her. Now she's dead. Would that really be considered a homecoming if she's like, she just went to school here? She didn't exactly grow up here, but okay. Now she's dead. And we've gotta get this case solved before the Japanese consulate arrives and it turns into an international crisis. Okay. Cause of death? Believe me, if we knew how Rena Shida died, we would have let you sleep. You'll find her body in the Atlantic Theater, on stage, in a locked room, in the dark. The main door is locked, and the hotel owner reports that the freight elevator inside had been broken for several weeks. I suggest you and Cleo begin examining the murder victim's body. The entrance to the theater is a large door to the left, just up from the hotel service desk. Persons of interest? The hotel proprietor, Betty Bilderbelt, is the granddaughter of the hotel's original owner, Bartholomew Bilderbelt. She adamantly believes that the hotel is haunted. Certainly it's an unusual old building. Miss Bilderbelt insists that this is some kind of supernatural murder. The ghosts of the hotel's dark past are to blame. I find it hard to believe. We're looking to you for an explanation. Sounds like a job for me. Including Betty Bilderbelt, there are 8 people in the hotel. They're all here for the anime convention or on the hotel staff. Each one is a suspect. Once you look at the body and make some deductions, you'll gain access to the full hotel area and its denizens. Okay, well, time to go in then. The police have sealed off the hotel entrance in order to detain the suspects. If Betty Bilderbelt's suggestion of a supernatural death is wrong, then that means the murderer is still here in the hotel. I hope you and Cleo can get to the bottom of this affair soon. We're counting on you. I'm gonna look for a logical explanation before I assume that this death is supernatural. Locked room or not, let's go, Chloe. Sorry, Chloe? Cleo. Okay, dog. Okay. This is an old issue of the Philadelphia Inquisitor newspaper from 1 year ago. Headline: Historic Hotel reopens with historic new owner. Betty Bilderbelt, granddaughter of the infamous Bartholomew Bilderbelt, recently purchased the rights to the historic hotel bearing her family name. Constructed in 1919, this luxury hotel welcomed many famous guests, including politicians, movie actors, mafia dons, and other celebrities of the day. Bartholomew's successful proprietorship was cut short by the oncoming of prohibition laws, which he brazenly refused to heed. He was arrested on suspicions of operating a secret speakeasy. He died in prison after refusing to confess. Bartholomew Bilderbelt's last words were, "You corrupt pigs can take away my dark ale and my red wine, but you'll never find my secret stash of gold," before he was muffled and taken away. The hotel lay mostly dormant for decades, with rumors of ghosts and lurid events stemming the efforts of new owners and managers. Today, thanks to a multi-million-dollar loan from the Liberty Bell Bank, the historic Bilderbelt Hotel is now owned and operated by Bartholomew's kin once more. Okay. Okay, blah 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 blah. Oh, interesting, there's just 20 this time? I mean, I guess it's a smaller area, but... I think, assuming if we just talk to this guy, he's gonna say it's like, oh, you should have your dog in the lead. You may find clues. Okay. Out of curiosity. Welcome to YokaiKon. Please pick up your badge at the registration table. Left main event room, exhibition hall, mezzanine restaurant. Okay. Well, we already know the body is up in here, because it's the only place we can go. Atlantic Theater. Is a dog holding a flashlight? What? Somebody spilled over this can of paint inside the locked theater. Probably an accident that happened in the dark. I can see small traces of footprints in the paint splashes here too. That's interesting. These marks are material enough for me. This was done by a person, not a ghost. It still doesn't explain how the person responsible got into and out of this locked room though. Okay, well... This freight elevator is definitely broken. Somebody slashed one of the cables down below. There's no way somebody could enter or exit the theater through the freight elevator when it's not operational. Okay. Here's the body. I'm just gonna... Holy crap, this is a big... A lot of seats with this one. Oh, okay. It's not what's not what my aim was for, but... Okay, that's just a light. I feel like this is a terrible placement for a light, right? Can you imagine the person sitting there? Okay. Reina Ishida. Examine. It's the body of the murder victim, Reina Ishida. She's dressed in the style of a J-pop idol singer and performer. Her hair coloring is very intricate and eye-catching. It almost looks like a wig. She's also wearing a surgical mask. Her throat was slit by something large and sharp. She must have died instantly. If she was staying as a guest, then she must have had a hotel room keycard, but I don't see it on her person. What happened to her hotel room keycard? There's no blood around the body. Was Reina Ishida killed here? If not, how did her body end up in this locked theater? I guess we've got another mystery to solve. So, I'm sorry, was the freight elevator always broken, or was it just found that way? Like, how recent was this? And if maybe, I don't know, if there's like a speakeasy around, right, then maybe there's a secret entrance in there. We found the victim's body, investigate the theaters thoroughly for clues. Let's go back and report to Officer Adams about what we know. Like, maybe there's just another secret entrance or something. Okay. Oh. Were you and Cleo able to make any deductions after investigating the locked theater? Yes, we finished investigating the theater for now. Cleo found some important clues which had previously been overlooked. Excellent, I knew Cleo could do it. Were you able to determine Reina Ishida's cause of death? Throat slit. Reina Ishida was murdered by an incision to the neck. Her throat was slit, slashed by some kind of sharp, large weapon. You're right, Cleo. That's interesting. The murder victim was a singer. When her throat was slit, her singing voice was symbiotically silenced. Okay, that's a bit... I feel like that's a bit early to be making a call like that, but sure. There was also no blood found on stage by the body. That suggests that the killing took place someplace else, rather than inside the locked room. In addition to the front door, the hotel proprietor also mentioned a freight elevator that connects to a loading dock in the basement. Were you able to observe the working conditions of the freight elevator? It's broken. The freight elevator was broken. Somebody slashed one of the cables in the basement. Which, I mean, I guess maybe that's not that far down. If nobody could enter or leave the theater, then it seems impossible. The hotel owner's right. Can this poor girl really have been killed by some kind of evil spirit haunting the Bilderbelt Hotel? I don't know about any ghosts, but Cleo and I found evidence that another real person was inside the theater. Spill paint? A bucket of paint had been knocked over and spilled onto the floor. We also noticed footprints from the paint spilled next to the paint bucket. I see, so then the footprints in the paint prove that somehow another person was inside the enclosed theater. Why would the owner of this hotel protest that the death was somehow caused by the supernatural? Cleo and I found an old newspaper article about the reopening of this hotel. The hotel lay mostly dormant for decades, with rumors of ghosts and lurid events stemming the efforts of new owners and managers. But today, thanks to a multi-million-dollar loan from the Liberty Bell Bank, the historic Bilderbelt Hotel is now owned and operated by Bartholomew's kin once more. See to it that you speak with her about this. You'll find Betty Bilderbelt on the mezzanine level. You can access the mezzanine using either the elevator or the set of stairs in the back of the foyer. Cleo and I have solved some other cases where what seemed like a supernatural occurrence turned out to be a red herring. We're only going to admit that this is supernatural when we're completely unable to find a logical solution. This case has just begun. I know that you and Cleo can do it. Okay. Well, the case is in your hands. I'm going outside to make sure the area is secure. You now have the authority to move freely about the Bilderbelt Hotel, so you can keep looking for clues and suspects. When you're certain that you know who the killer is, then the police will be ready. Good luck, detective guy. Okay. Yes, Cleo. Excuse me, you too. We're all counting on you, both of you. Be careful. Okay. The map... I'm sorry, is the map as big as last time, or... I mean, maybe it's not going to show up until I... Okay, this is the anime convention part. Actually, okay, let's let... You know what, fine, let's just talk to her first. Wait, oh you! Okay, so, we've met before, technically then, before the events of the second game. I take it that you aren't here to buy cosplay accessories for the dog. Suspect add to case file, Lana Kramer, YokaiKon convention chair. Your identity? Welcome to YokaiKon. I'm Lana, and I started this anime convention. I christened the event YokaiKon based on my experience working on costumes for horror movies. Wow, I never expected my beautiful event would turn into a real-life murder scene. I was the one who booked Rena Ishida to perform at the convention. My dad, Billy, handled the business side, and I took care of the event programming. The J-pop concert in the Atlantic Theater on Saturday was supposed to be perfect. If you're looking for my father, you'll find him holed up in the convention suite up on the 12th floor. Having fun isn't exactly his thing. Rena wasn't just a great singer, she also looked fabulous visually. The hair, the makeup, the wardrobe, she must have had an excellent costume designer. Her manager from YokaiKon Records, Tomo, charged us a lot of money, but I wanted to see her sing so badly. Tomo should be up on the 12th floor somewhere too. The 12th floor was reserved for YokaiKon convention guests. Okay. When Rena disappeared from her locked hotel room, I was here. Someone's gotta watch the dealer's room, right? She left some of her costume materials down here for safekeeping before the show. I was hoping to greet her before she got into the elevator and went to her hotel room. She looked upset. Maybe it was the long flight from Japan. Oh no, okay. The other singer, the new one who was brought to be the opening act. Can't believe what she said to Rena before she died. Okay, fortunately I skipped. Watch out, Rena Ishida. You're about to get blown away. Huh? Who are you? You really don't know? I'm Kiki, the new signee to YokaiKon Records. Mark my words, your days on top are numbered. That's right. Without your partner, Hime, you're nothing. Tell me, where would you be if not for Hime X Rena? Leave me alone, Kiki. You're young and you're new at this. You don't know what you're doing. Well, I can't prove that Kiki killed Rena, but she certainly acted hostile towards her. Okay, locked room. Oh my god, I skipped it twice! Wow! I loved how creepy this hotel felt when I first took the tour last year, but I can't believe what happened. Like I said, I was in the foyer earlier and I saw her get on the elevator. I was also there when Betty Bilderbelt locked the door to the Atlantic Theater. Each hotel guest has their own hotel keycard, so nobody besides her could get inside her room, which doesn't explain... I guess the hotel proprietor would have their own master key in case of emergencies, but Betty Bilderbelt was also in the convention suite having it out with my dad at the same time. So you're sure the victim's hotel room keycard was not found on her body? Okay, that is hotel room keycard. Somehow it became a mouthful. I guess it's not looking good for YokaiKon now. I just hope you can figure out who did it. I mean, I think it's one thing if we don't find the if we don't find the killer, but if we do find the killer, then I don't know. I feel like that could possibly attract attention. This diary belongs to Kiki Suzuki. She describes her experiences performing and getting a record deal. I can't believe what just happened. I'm heartbroken. Rena Hime was my inspiration that got me started performing. This is so sad. Look at this recent entry. I don't want to do this. It goes against every aspect of my being. It's horrible, but I have no choice. I can't believe this is what my career has come to. What actions is she referring to in this passage of text? We haven't met Kiki Suzuki yet. Okay. Oh, we can... Oh, interesting. We can go... Huh, okay. I mean, it's not like there's not going to be anything behind there because we can't see. Deposit 3 quarters to play. Okay, I need to find quarters. Got it. So that's something for later. Is this my thing? Okay. It's a bouquet of white roses. How romantic. Hey, why did somebody dispose of these flowers here? Tirena from Robert. So far we haven't met anyone who would know about this. Okay. Oh, there's literally a doggy treat right there. Okay, so we need to find quarters to play an arcade game. Okay, the fountain scared me, Jesus. Okay, that's the stairs. Okay, there's only the stairs left. Okay, the mezzanine. What's this? That's a quarter. Okay, that's the quarter we're looking for. Got it. Other side should be the stairs. Oh wait, there's something here. This is some kind of old parchment with writing on it. What is this? Riddle? What does it mean? We haven't met anybody who mentioned something like this yet. Okay. Well, Betty Bilderbelt. Welcome to my family's iconic Grand Bilderbelt Hotel, darling. What do you think of this place? Suspect added to case file. Betty Bilderbelt, owner of the hotel. I'm Betty Bilderbelt, of course. Surely the cops must have mentioned me. This hotel has had all kinds of wild escapades over the years. It's exciting to know we've still got it. Oh dear, I hope that didn't come off a bit cold. I see your dog found that old newspaper clipping. I was wondering where it went. I'm extremely proud to have obtained the rights to my grandfather's hotel, but it's going to take a lot of effort to restore this place to its former grandeur. I didn't know the victim, but I was looking forward to having performers in the Atlantic Theater again after all these years. It was my job to provide hospitality to our guests, so I made sure the anime convention personnel had their own private floor away from other hotel guests. I guess you haven't had the chance to ride in that elevator yet. The plate is there because the other floors aren't ready for hotel guests yet, so I sealed them off. I haven't even looked at that yet. Oh dear, I'm rambling, aren't I? Anyway, I set that unfortunate girl up in one of our nicest rooms on the 12th floor, and then I kept my nose out of her affairs. Don't point your finger at me, young man. I have an alibi for the murder. Earlier tonight, I was having a friendly conversation with the YokaiKon business owner in the convention suite on the 12th floor. Lana Kramer may have the title of convention chair officially, but I assure you that her father Billy is the one pulling the financial strings. Billy Kramer will vouch that I didn't leave the convention suite until we heard the terrible news. I want the money for YokaiKon now. You've held out on me long enough. I'm sorry, but those aren't the terms we agreed on to do business. There have been a lot of unusual going-ons at this hotel recently. You might want to reconsider. You'll get your money by the end of the weekend, once I get what I want. Hello? Yes, come in. Hey, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? I couldn't find you at the front desk. What? Did something happen? My singer, Rena. I heard a scream from inside her hotel room. The door to her room is locked. Surely you can't be serious. Hurry, we need to unlock her hotel room. Let's go. can find Mr. Kramer in the convention suite on the 12th floor. It's like I told Officer Adams, this hotel is haunted. Surely you felt that cold, ghostly presence when you explored the theater. The ghosts of the past are the true owners of this hotel, and I'm just their humble caretaker. The window glass on the 13th floor keeps shattering no matter how many times I get it repaired. Then 2 weeks ago, Hannah told me that the freight elevator cables in the basement inexplicably broke. Since she was hired 6 months ago, Hannah keeps herself busy fixing up the 13th floor. She's a great worker, especially for what I can afford to pay. And now we've got an unexplainable murder inside a locked theater. Don't tell me that you don't believe in ghosts just because you say you found a few footprints. Could have been the ghost of my grandfather, Bartholomew, or perhaps it was someone from one of those mafia executions that happened here decades ago, or maybe some Japanese spirit that appeared here because of the anime convention. One way or another, something sinister is in the air here. Okay. I've used the master key to unlock all the hotel rooms on your behalf. Good luck, and you and your dog will need it. Okay, I don't know why you're laughing, ma'am. Why are you laughing? The laughter was unnecessary. Okay, what's this? A courtyard, you say? What? What's with the mysterious? Okay, bees. Stella. What? Okay, interesting. Why? Okay, I don't know why that happened, but. Careful, Cleo, that's a bee nest. Bees are generally not active until morning, but we still shouldn't get too close. Okay, interesting. The bee nest is a clue. Stella Nunes? Oh, sorry. Do you want to see my press credentials? Suspect added to case file, Stella Nunes, J-pop idol music journalist. My name is Stella, and I'm the editor of the small music zine called, well, Stella. I was invited to interview Ren Ishida about her career as an idol performer. My press pass got me into the event before the crowds arrive tomorrow. What's gonna happen with the anime convention now? Ren Ishida was a J-pop music star, both in America and in Japan. I can fill you in on some of her history, since this is my area of expertise. Ren Ishida and her American college roommate recorded some videos of themselves singing anime cover duets as Hime and Rina. That went viral on social media. Before long, they were attracting interest from top Japanese record labels, and soon, Hime Rina had inked a deal with YokaiKon Records in Tokyo. Sadly, everything they worked for was short-lived, when the other girl, Hime, suddenly collapsed from a freak medical accident and passed on. The tragic death of Hime from Hime and Rina resulted in a huge outpouring of sympathy from fans. Rin Ishida and YokaiKon Records then rode the wave of attention and continued her career as a solo artist. After performing a few successful songs in popular anime, Ren became a popular artist in her own right. This show at YokaiKon would have been her triumphant return to where it all began. I was looking forward to being the one to ask her how she felt about everything in retrospective. I just wished I fully understood what happened. My alibi? Well, I rode the elevator with Rina just before she died. She got off at the 12th floor to return to her hotel room. I went to arrange our interview, but I could tell from her demeanor that something was going on. I figured it would be better to try again later rather than put pressure on her before the big event. I'm sorry, the interview was never set up at all? Okay. So I watched her hit the button for the 12th floor and get off the elevator. And I went about my business. Okay. Suspicious? I saw Ren Ishida get off the elevator with my own eyes. It makes no sense. I was hoping to take a picture of the Atlantic Theater earlier tonight, but the door is locked. I don't understand how Ren Ishida could have left her hotel room and then been murdered in the locked theater. It seems impossible. We spent hours looking for her all over the hotel. There was this young man holding a bouquet of roses who tried to approach Rena before she got in the elevator. He seemed like a real big fan, if you know what I mean. Rena Ishida was beautiful, talented, smart, popular, nice, so she had lots of fans. Unfortunately, some idol fans get a little too attached to their favorite performers. That's what this smelled like to me. What's the word? Incel? The type of guy who doesn't take rejection well? Rena, hey, you're Rena Ishida. I have something for you. It's a surprise. I hope you like it. I've been a big fan of your singing for years. I think you're perfect, and I hope you never change. She wouldn't even look at me. Not sure what happened to the guy with the flowers. He's probably in the video room watching, never mind. Okay. Rena Ishida was a hero to J-pop music fans everywhere, myself included. We lost Hime 2 years ago, now this. What a horrible price to pay for fame. Okay. The question for me is, I'm assuming like that Oni we saw is going to be the big bad of the... What the hell is... Okay, that's not anything. Oh wait, this is something. This document is Rena Ishida's contract with YokaiKon Records. Her terms with YokaiKon Record are about to expire unless the contract is renewed. We haven't met anyone from the record company yet. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna go down for this. That's unusual. What is this large red towel doing floating around in the swimming pool? How did it get here? Why has most of the water been drained from the pool? The chlorine has made the towel a clean crimson red. Okay, interesting. Assuming I need to, yeah, get out via this way. Okay, so the pool was drained for some reason. Okay, no, I need to take the elevator. Oh wait, that's to the... What? Oni statue. Okay, normal. Yes. Can now change the game mode using... Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Fortunately, no scary mode. It's just too... It's gonna get too annoying. Have to constantly be saving... like, literally constantly. We gotta keep seeking out more suspects and clues. Okay. Basement. Which reminds me. Speaking of saving, let's save now. It's the first time I think the game's ever not prompted save for me. Okay, I thought that was something, but... Okay. This is an old issue of Stella, a J-pop idol genre music zine. This issue is from 2 years ago. Tragedy has shocked the world of J-pop music last week as Hime, aka Jennifer Beauregard of Hime and Rena, was suddenly found dead at a photo shoot in the Philadelphia Public Gardens. Jennifer Beauregard passed away due to a severe allergic reaction, and her body was recovered by her duet partner, Rena Ishida. Jennifer is survived by her parents and her sister, Rachel. Hime and Rena had recently been approached by the Japanese YokaiKon record label after their music video popularity exploded into the social media stratosphere. Attempts by Stella to interview Rena Ishida on the day of Hime's passing were rebuffed. Future plans for Rena after her partner's death are at this point unknown. We already met Stella Nunes, the publisher, earlier, so Stella tried to interview Rena Ishida on the day that her music partner Hime died. Right, we definitely need to speak with Stella about this new fact. not the best timing. Though I imagine that they're not gonna... It's like, we gotta do this now. I can't imagine them waiting. This hotel room keycard... This, the hotel room keycard for room number 1203. This is the key to the murder victim's hotel room. How did Rin Ashida's hotel room keycard end up here in the basement if she never went to the basement? What was the exact sequence of events? Okay, this is to the freight elevator. This is the freight elevator that connects to the hallway in the back of the Atlantic Theater. Someone stood right here and slashed the cables to break the elevator, but why? And when? We haven't yet found what was used to destroy the cables. I mean, it said 2 weeks ago it was malfunctioning, right? Okay, we're gonna save. Okay, so this should just be going... I was about to say, you give me that doggy treat. Okay, so something up here is something else. It wasn't quite... What? Oh, we're outside. Okay. Found another quarter. Oh, hello. But it's a huge... This is a machete knife. This must be what was used to kill Ren Nashida. We found the murder weapon. Is there any blood on it, though? These little fragments of industrial cables stuck to the blade. It looks like somebody used this to slash the freight elevator cables, too. Okay, how do you know it's both? Like, I don't know, there was no blood on it, but if you say so, sir. Okay, so that was to the outside. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to the 12th floor. So the one thing I'm gonna have an issue with this, like, this chase thing in the hotel, it's gonna be so much more compact. Oh my god, you can... Oh, whoa! You can see below? Okay, that's... Okay, sorry, I'm so amazed. Okay. Right now, we're just looking for doggy treats. Okay, that's the elevator. Have you figured out who killed my singer yet, Detective San? Suspect added to case file, Tomo Ori, the victim's manager. Tomazaki Ori, vice president of YokaiKon Records in Tokyo. Ren Ashida was one of our label's most prized assets. As the artist manager, it's my job to make sure the talent does everything that's required by contract. As you know, Rena was booked to perform at the convention this weekend. Naturally, I accompanied her. Also traveling with us was Kiki Suzuki, a new signee to the label who was supposed to be Rena's opening act. Kiki's hotel room is also on this floor of the building. She doesn't have the same kind of popularity with fans as Rena had. Okay, wow. As you probably know by now, Rena Ashida was one of the top artists on YokaiKon Records' roster. She first became popular on the internet as a duet with another singer, which was how she attracted the attention of YokaiKon Records. After her partner died suddenly, it made sense to offer her a deal as a solo performer. So 2 years ago, Ren Ashida signed with us. Ren Ashida was beloved by the fans. All I wanted was for her to keep on performing. I mean, I had mentioned, you make money from my alibi. I was outside her hotel room door, standing guard until it happened. I saw Rena step out of the elevator, and she walked right past me and through the hotel room door. Rena, can we talk about this big decision? She was gonna... You're still signed to a contract with YokaiKon Records, and I'm still your manager. Wait, Robert? So I waited for her. Come on, Rena, open up. This is important business. After hearing the scream, I went to the hotel lobby to try and locate Betty Bilderbelt, who had the master key to the hotel. Betty wasn't at the front desk, so I kept looking. Eventually, I found her in the convention suite, speaking with Billy Kramer. When we finally got Rena's hotel room door unlocked, Rena was gone without trace. There were no signs of a struggle. Okay, I was right here outside Rena Shido's hotel room until I heard her scream and left to seek help. Okay. I don't understand how Rena Shida could simply vanish from one locked room and then turn up dead in another locked room. If you can figure that out, I think you'll have the key to the mystery. This anime convention is suspicious. Between you and I, it doesn't seem very well run. Billy Kramer, the guy putting up the money for the event, doesn't even like anime. I'm not even sure he could locate Japan on the map. So what's Billy Kramer's deal? Why is he putting on this event at all? He's still hanging around in the convention suite, the big room down the hall. If you talk to him, you'll see what I mean. You didn't mention you had a contract dispute with the victim. Hey, that's Rena Shida's record contract. Give it back, it's a trade secret. Let me guess, you offered her a deal, she turned you down. Then you threatened her and it got out of hand. No, that's not what happened. Alright, so the truth is that Rena was planning to quit, retire from being a performer. And nobody on the outside knew? Her departure would have been a disaster for the company. Good news, Rena. YokaiKon Records approved a much larger advance on your upcoming record. You'll be pleased. I'm not resigning. What? You can't be serious. I'm done with this career. I'm graduating. Finished. Moving on. You'd be crazy not to sign. No, I'm going to medical school. I'm going to be an allergist. Oh, no. But isn't being a J-pop idol what you wanted when you and your singing partner formed Hime and Rena and started recording videos? It's what she wanted. I've done everything I can for Jennifer, to live her dream of being a pop music idol that she was unable to live. Then what? Now it's time for me to live my own dream. What I want is to find a way to save more people like Jennifer. I can't bring her back, but I can't become a doctor, so I can do my best to help people. She was determined to pursue going to medical school and becoming an allergist, even if it meant the end of her singing career. When she came back to the hotel room later, I couldn't even get in a word. Okay. I don't believe it. What is YokaiKon Records going to do now? Okay. Suspect 4. So I'm just gonna we'll go to room 1. Oh, we can. Okay. So if there's only specific rooms we can... Obviously, we're going to this room. This sure is a gruesome-looking statue, but it's only a statue. What's a bubbly pop star doing with such a terrifying statue anyway? Maybe we can find someone who knows something about this strange statue. Okay. Where is this the bed? Wait, where's the bed? Is this the bed? Like, what the hell is this room? No, actually, what the hell is this room? It's crazy work that the... Okay, well, let's go to floor 13. And if he shows up there, I'm gonna go back to floor 12. Who are you? This floor is off limits to hotel guests, but you're a detective, so I understand. Suspect active case file, Hanako, hospitality worker. I've been working as a hospitality worker here for about 6 months. The hotel doesn't get that much traffic, and my boss, Betty, likes to put on a show. So I spend most of my time up here on the 13th floor trying to clean this place up. But that's alright, I don't mind keeping to myself. Oh, so you've already met my boss. She's hard to miss, right? The singer from the anime convention? I didn't know her. I'm not really into that stuff. There was that strange Japanese statue that was sent to the hotel 1 week ago. I left it on the front desk in the foyer. Is it still there? I was working on the 13th floor all evening. I wasn't aware of what happened until we started searching the hotel. If that was you, I would find out who was on the 12th floor at the time of death. How does a body materialize inside a locked room? I don't know, but this hotel has had a lot of mechanical problems. Just when I had finished repairing all the broken windows up here, our freight elevator suddenly stopped working 2 weeks ago. I guess that's why I'm here, right? I mean, the freight elevator... I mean, I guess they just thought the cable snapped rather than it being cut, but still... I feel like it would be noticeable if something snapped or frayed than something being cut, right? But, who knows? I don't know. It's not like I've ever seen one in real life. I may not be a big anime fan, but one thing I do know a lot about is sewing craftsmanship. The J-pop merchandise sold by convention chair Lena Kramer looked cheap, shoddy, and mass-produced. I wonder how the singer or her record label would have reacted if they found out that she was making bootleg costumes. Could that have led to a conflict that got ugly? That's your... Okay. We already met Lena Kramer earlier in the exhibition hall. Present evidence. What evidence? You mentioned receiving a strange Japanese statue at the hotel. Yes, that's right. Where did you find it? What can you tell me about this? Well, it happened 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's the hotel front desk, huh? What is this peculiar red statue doing on the front desk, Hannah? It arrived in a package by way of today's mail. That's odd. Where did it come from? It was sent anonymously with no return address. Well, it certainly looks Japanese. Maybe it's from somebody affiliated with that anime convention coming up. Do you want me to get rid of it? No, Hannah, leave it here. This gives me an idea. I'm still not sure what my boss meant by that remark. Okay, so we may have to go back to... No! God damn it. I double tap. No! I double tapped again! This is a triple tap now. Okay, there we go. Oh, it just amounts to a lot of mess to clean up. Sorry, I didn't read what she said, but frankly, I was distracted. Oh, what's this? This paperwork is the financial balance sheet for the builder-built hotel. I wonder what we can learn from this. The hotel is in serious debt. Betty Bilderbill is relying on the success of a YokaiKon to pay off the loan from the bank. If she doesn't come up with the money soon, then the hotel gets repossessed. Okay. We should speak to her again and see what she has to say about this. It's gonna seem like we're gonna find the treasure, the gold, and that's gonna help pay off for the hotel. I would have to assume... What the... Okay, how are the other places unlocked and this one not? Unless it's because... Okay, maybe it's like the workers have to go... Oh, interesting. The floor... Huh. What's here? A roof. Oh, that's a clue? I just thought it was a dumpster. Hey, look, there's an old dog toy somebody put inside the laundry cart. It's a laundry cart? Really, Cleo, how can this thing be a clue in this case? Alright, geez, I'll take it. I'll take it for you to play with later. Sometimes I just don't understand you, Cleo. Okay, so for some reason the laundry cart was up here. I feel like you can fall through this hole, so I better, like, be careful. Okay, there is a... Looks like there's a syringe here. This is a medical device called an auto-injector. It is used to treat severe allergic reaction by piercing the skin with a needle. It's empty. Someone must have discarded it here after using it. The name of the patient has been peeled off the label. I wonder who this belongs to. Okay. I assume this is like the bathroom, but again, it's like, where are these rooms? Okay, so we're done here. Okay, 13th floor already finished. 12th floor. So we have like the outside area that we can supposedly go to still. Wait, there's this room. Wait. Ah. Can't believe Renishida's dead. This isn't what I had expected. Suspect added to case file, Kiki Suzuki, emerging J-pop idol starlet. I'm Kiki Suzuki. I'm a singer from Japan, and I'm excited to be at YokaiKon with Oricon Records. That's how I was planning to introduce myself at the concert before all this happened. Nishida was a talented and popular singer who had everything. I'm only a new artist on the label trying to make my way and win over the fans. The woman who runs the convention doesn't even know my name. Rinna was my rival, but I'm not afraid of a little competition. No, I wasn't going to murder her. All I wanted was to be able to kill it on stage during the show. The rumor is that Rinna was going to retire, to graduate from being an idol performer, as we say. She may not have appreciated having so many adoring fans, but it sounds like a dream to me. I guess being a performer, it takes away a part of your soul. Well, first I was in here rehearsing my songs. Then, just before it happened, I went into the video room. That guy with the mask was in there watching Arena's concert footage. It's not that I'm not excited, but it just feels like so much pressure. How so? Let's just say there are times you're expected to do things you may not want to do, but you have to stay cheerful. In the end, the love of the fans makes it all worthwhile. Nishida has been through so much in her career. She's a true idol. Hey, what's all the commotion in the hallway? He was carrying a bouquet of white roses. Have you seen him? Okay, yes we have. Well, I mean, technically we have. We have people talk about him. We found the roses. I used to think dying on stage was poetic for a singer, but this is a nightmare. How did Rinna's body get from her hotel room to the stage after Ori-san heard her scream earlier? It's like evil magic is in the air. I've already admitted that I saw Nishida as my rival. The competition among performers can be so intense. But who benefits from the drama between artists? The record label, of course. The fans eat it up. Tomoori was the artist manager for both Rena and myself. He could be so controlling and manipulative. It seems like Rena had gotten in another argument with Ori-san. You say you spoke with Tomo already? Was he able to tell you anything more about what happened? I was warned never to trust the record label. Now I understand why. Okay. Talk about your diary entries, man. Hey, give me that. It's my diary. I don't want to do this. It goes against every aspect of my being. It's horrible, but I have no choice. I can't believe this is what my career has come to. What exactly were you writing about? Okay, I'm gonna make a guess that maybe it was about the whole declaring your Ren as her rival thing and yeah, all that stuff. No, that's a secret. Alright, I can explain. I hope it's not. I mean, there's worse things, right? But I'm hoping that this is what it is, because there's way worse things. So remember, Kiki-chan, when Renner is about to begin her encore, that's your cue to rush the stage and splash black paint all over her pretty white dress. Alright, I just don't understand why I have to be so mean and nasty toward her. Social media drama. A new rivalry between a popular veteran and an ambitious upstart. The press will have a field day. Is that gonna help? I feel like that's gonna be terrible for her.
But I love her music. She's so inspiring. This doesn't feel like me at all.
Your performance contract says you do what we tell you to do. If YokaiKon Records tells you to bark like a dog, you do as you're told. There's 100 other singers willing to sign the same contract. Do you want to make a name for yourself or not?
Rena had many fans, which gave her more leverage in negotiating with the record label, but not me. I may have been instructed by the label to start a conflict with Rena for the sake of publicity, but I didn't want to do it. That's what I wrote about in my diary. Sometimes I feel like the only way I can express myself.
I mean, you didn't write it down, so I'm not sure. You didn't express that much, but okay. Sure.
Ganbatte.
Okay, that is 6 out of 8, so below should be the... Let me get into the... Where's this guy? I want to see him. Okay, you're taking too long, so I'm just gonna... You're taking way too long. Ah, here's the...
This is one of Hime Rena's popular music videos from 2 years ago. The channel was taken down after Jennifer passed away. But fortunately, I got a bootleg copy on my secret web server. It had millions of views back then. This was just before they got contacted by YokaiKon Records.
Watch the video? Sure. Okay, at least it's either found the clue after we watched the video.
Thanks so much to everyone for enjoying our music and videos. We want to thank you, friends, families, and our fans all over the world. And my wonderfully creative sister, Hanako, for making these amazing costumes. Arigatou gozaimasu.
They're both amazing, aren't they? Clues saved, okay. Wait, what's the sister's name again? Rena Ishida's killer must be brought to justice. Okay, suspect active case file, Robert Forbes, anime enthusiast. My real name is Robert Forbes, and I'm a computer specialist. I drove a long distance to be here. I'm a very big fan. I'm a very big Rena Ishida fan and J-pop music fan in general. I was one of the original Hime Rena fans, and I followed her career closely since the beginning. Since the incident 2 years ago. I bought a VIP badge to attend YokaiKon on the internet, and I was looking forward to getting to finally meet her. Rena Ishida was one of my favorite singers. I even memorized all kinds of trivia about Hime Rena that I read in an idol scene. Jennifer Hime Beauregard, University major performing arts, favorite anime Sailor Moon, worst phobia bees. Oh. Huh. So hers are allergies, was she stung by bees? Rena Ishida, University major, pre-med, favorite anime Macross Frontier, worst phobia letting down my friends. Alright, that's enough. Thanks, I understand that the victim meant a lot to you. If I can do anything to help, please call on me. I was here in this video room for most of the night, until the manhunt for Rena began. Kiki Suzuki was one of the other performance guests, wandered in here just before it happened. Oh, you met her already? Well, then she can confirm my alibi too. That seems true enough. No, we don't. We just literally saw it, so... You know, people can be very different underneath a facade, behind a mask. It seems that somehow the killer was alone in a locked room situation with Rena Ishida. Wow, If only I could have been alone in the locked room with Rena Ishida. God, sir, this is not the time. She's dead. Oh, jeez, I didn't mean it like that. I mean... Personally, I think it was that hotel maid, Hanako. She spends all her time up on the 13th floor where those mafia executions were supposed to have happened a long time ago. She seems normal, but there's something about her that seems off. Oh, you already met her. What do you think? Gee, what's this? You were seen attempting to give this bouquet to the murder victim. You mentioned that you were a big fan of Rena Ishida. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me remind you that I'm investigating murder. And if the victim rejected your romantic advances, then that gives you a serious motive. Alright, it's true. I was stalking Rena Ishida, I admit it. I even used my computer skills to hack into the hotel database. I wanted to find out what room Rena was staying in. I may be clever enough to hack the database, but I couldn't find a way to hack that manager of hers away from guarding Rena's hotel room door. That is for the best. That really is for the best. So you gained access to the hotel's database and you learned where the victim was staying. That's not all I discovered though. I was looking at the Bilderbelt Hotel's financial records, and this place is about to be repossessed. Betty Bilderbelt is going to need a way to come up with some serious cash to pay back the bank loan. She's under tremendous pressure. The place is advertised as having a dark past. Maybe Betty dreamed up this whole locked room murder trick in a fit of desperation as a way to attract more media attention and business. Well, that's certainly what the balance sheet shows. I didn't kill Rena. All I wanted was for her to be happy, I swear. If only I wasn't so awkward. Okay. Rena Ishida had a heart of gold. There's no way a sweetheart like Rena deserves a horrible fate like this. Hime Rena will live on in the hearts of fans like me everywhere. Okay, so we now need to talk to Billy Kramer. Where the hell you are, sir? I mean, I would assume... Here, yeah. You're the last person to see... What the... Oh my god, this room. Oh. What the hell is this? Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. This looks exactly like the murder victim's hair. But it's fake. This is a wig. Why is it in here? Whoever made this certainly knew what they were doing. Okay. Okay. So whoever went to that hotel room door was not actually... Okay. Because she's wearing a mask too, so... So, when did this murder take place then, actually? I wonder what the convention chair, Lana Kramer, has to say about this. Question is, what's it doing in here, right? I'll have you know my time is valuable, Detective Gary. My name is Guy. Whatever, buddy. Just make it snappy. I'm looking for something important that I misplaced. Okay, suspect adds case file. Billy Kramer, the first. YokaiKon financier. Name's Billy Kramer, and I'm the one putting up the money to run this anime convention. YippieCon. YuckyCon, whatever. Silly thing my daughter, Lana, decided to name it. Good. I guess you spoke to Lana already. At least my tax dollars are paying for something. I believe the anime convention is called YokaiKon, sir. Whatever. I don't speak Chinese. Do I look like I have time to watch children's cartoons? I run a huge video game publishing enterprise, Hitheryon Games. Have you seen our record high stock prices listed in today's Philadelphia Inquisitor? Okay. That poor singer, I know. Very bad for business. It's not my position to mingle with the talent. I let Lena make all the guest booking decisions. Want to get into the field of trade show management. Thought this would be a good way to test the market. That's why I agreed to it. Anyway, I didn't kill her. I don't even listen to K-pop. Oh my god. I was here in the convention suite when all the commotion started. I was having a discussion with the hotel owner, Betty Bilderbelt. No, don't wait dancing. Watch it. Oh, you spoke to her already. Sounds like his alibi checks out. Lady Built had the audacity to try and demand a bigger down payment for hosting the convention here. I told her it was out of the question. It's not my fault if she can't keep this place out of her red financially. Not my problem. Locked room. Well, an old building like this is bound to be full of secrets. Speaking of which, have you seen an old piece of paper lying around somewhere? I must have dropped it. Belongs to me. I haggled over it fair and square. Okay, that's the piece of paper we found below. If you ask me, Lady Belt is your murderer. I bet she did it to get back at me by sabotaging the event. Do you believe all that hogwash about ghosts? You talked to her already? Don't you think she's a little crazy? No, I don't know how she did it. That's your job. Figure it out. Smoke and mirrors, holograms, a secret passage maybe? Oops, okay. You mentioned that you're looking for an important piece of paper. It wouldn't happen to be 100 years old, would it? Huh? Cleo and I recovered the document in our this document in our search. To reach my secret hidey, gaze at the 5 statues idly. The key is to play the ivory. Deep down below, you'll find me. Bart. Hey, give me that, it's mine. It's a clue in the murder investigation now, but what is it? That text is a riddle written by Bartholomew Bilderbelt that leads to his treasure. That fool owner of the hotel sold it to me for cheap, not knowing what it was. When the article in the Philadelphia Inquisitor announced the reopening of this hotel, it mentioned the original owner's arrest for violating prohibition laws. Bartholomew Bilderbelt's last words were, "You corrupt pigs." Oh wait. Bartholomew Bilderbelt's last words were, "You corrupt pigs can take away my dark ale and my red wine, but you'll never find my secret stash of gold," before he was muffled and taken away. His gold. That's what's hidden somewhere in this Bilderbelt hotel, and this riddle is the key. Alright, I admit it. It's the whole reason I agreed to finance this anime convention in the first place. It would provide distraction to keep the hotel management busy while I search for Bartholomew's, the bartender's treasure to get rich. But now with the murder about, I'm not taking chances. Here, you can try your luck. I haven't been able to make any sense out of this confounded riddle. Like it's up to Cleo and I to solve this riddle. Okay, I just realized I also haven't saved in a long time, have I? Should have known better than to take my daughter's business idea seriously. I guess I can use YokaiKon as a tax write-off. Okay. So that is all of the... Okay, so let's look at the riddle again. To reach my secret hiding, gaze at the 5 statues idly. We haven't found any statues yet. The key is to play the ivory. Deep down below, you'll find me. Okay. How is this, I'm so curious how this works out. Okay, now the question is, I mean, I don't remember where all the... No, get me back up here. Oh, wait, there's a... What? Where is this guy? Like, seriously, where is he? Okay. Can't talk to, like, there's no, usually you can't talk to them more, right? You already presented the evidence. Oh, damn it. Can we go to Hannah once again? No. Who do we need to go to? Okay, so this is supposedly where a bunch of murders took place. This leads to the top floor. Oh my god, there's a hole right there. Yikes. I'm gonna assume we can actually fall through. Okay, so let's go to the mezzanine. God, the basement's gonna be an absolute nightmare. Oh, she just conveniently disappears. Seriously, where is this guy? Okay, well, I guess we'll just search for... Oh yeah, we can also... Such a weird situation, like, the hotel desk is situated in such a weird way. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this... I don't know... Oh, they already took away the body. Okay. I mean... I guess it makes sense. It's a freight elevator. Black paint. Yeah, the black paint's there. Well, let's go up here again. Okay. I don't know where... I just keep looking as if... Oh, this is the... this is not where I thought it was. Excuse me, Stella? Hey, that's the old issue of my zine. The one that hasn't been released yet. I was planning to show it to Ren Nishida, but I must have dropped it somewhere. Yes, I found it in the hotel basement. I wrote an article about Rena and her past in Philadelphia leading up to this performance, along with an old picture. What picture? I was at the Public Gardens 2 years ago to do a photo shoot with Hime and Reina from my music zine. And on that sad day, I just set up my automatic camera when I stepped away to take a phone call. It was Jennifer's sister, Rachel, who was meeting us and bringing some costume changes for the pair. That was when tragedy struck. Okay, Rachel was the... Jennifer had serious allergies and she'd been stung by a bee, by accident. She had left her medical auto-injector back in the car, and Rena had raced back to get it. She ran as fast as she could, but by the time she returned to Jennifer's side, it was already too late. It wasn't until later when I was at the hospital with Rena and with Jennifer's family that I noticed my automatic camera had snapped this picture. I know it looks bad, but Rena had recovered Jennifer's auto-injector and she was just attempting to treat her with epinephrine before she passed. After that day, Ren Nishida became a very different person. Soon she was back in Tokyo working with YokaiKon Records, and she stopped returning my phone calls. The story is incredibly sad, but it doesn't explain why I found your magazine lying on the floor of the hotel basement. What were you doing down there? There was something wrong with the elevator. What do you mean? Well, I had left the mezzanine, and I pressed the button to go back to the first floor, but that's not what happened. I was sure I pressed the correct button for the first floor. So at the time of the commotion outside Ren Nishida's hotel room, that's right, I was alone in the hotel basement. I got lost. I'm sorry I lied about that earlier, but I didn't want to be seen. Suspicious. Before I found my way back to the elevator, I heard this strange popping sound coming from somewhere in the basement. It sounded like something mechanical had been broken. I don't have an explanation, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Okay. Okay, I was wondering, it's like, Is this considered a statue? We already talked to her. Yeah, okay, this was the... Oh, hey, give me that. You know... Oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about the magazine. Okay. You know what this is, don't you? The hotel balance sheet. This is propriety. Financial records confirm that the hotel is about to be repossessed by the bank if you don't find a way to raise a huge sum of money, don't they? What of it? You're desperate, willing to do anything to preserve the hotel, which is such an important part of your family legacy. Stop already. It's true. If we don't raise at least $1 million by the next quarter, the Bilderbelt Hotel is history. So then you... I got the idea when my assistant showed me that Japanese demon statue. I was going to open a ghost tour business, you know? Let paranormal enthusiasts spend the night on the 13th floor. That sort of thing. It may not be safe up there, but we need the money, honey. When you found out there was a murder earlier tonight, you wanted to take advantage of it. I admit that the thought crossed my mind, but I certainly didn't kill that poor girl. I was in the convention suite trying to get Mr. Kramer to pay up. I'm an opportunist. Does that make me a monster? I'm just as baffled as everyone else about what happened. But if you and your dog really can unmask the killer, well, there's hope, right? Okay. So now... Okay, we don't need to play the ivory keys yet, but... Is there... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, jeez, you found that. No, it's really not mine, I swear. This wig looks great, and my merchandise in the dealer's room is shoddy and mass-produced. My dad said that I should cut costs to have a larger profit margin. I found it lying on the ground haphazardly in the dealer's room, and I couldn't resist. I grabbed it and took it to the con suite so that I could look at it later. It looks like an Arena Shida's real hair. I was planning to take it and copy it. My dad would have been impressed. Whoever made this cosplay wig knew what they were doing and went through a great deal of trouble. It's a perfect copy of the murder victim's hairstyle. I'm sorry I took it. I didn't want her record label to see that I had it. Guess I never thought of it until now, but what's the perfect replica of Ren Nishida's hair doing here at YokaiKon? Okay. I don't know why I can just do that. There we go. Okay, well let's play the video game. It's a Japanese role-playing game. Sure, let's play it. Hold on, let me drink a white water. You are the chosen one who can save the world from evil. This is only the beginning of the game. For now, your first trial is to go find the lost kitten in the misty woods. Okay. Where's Cleo when I need her? Is there, I mean, for all I know, it's a... Oh, hey, I actually found the kitten. Hey, hey. The magical princess was kidnapped by blah, blah, blah. This game has been going on a long time. I should probably stop playing and get back to the mystery soon. Wait, that was the minigame? Whoa, it's time to fight the final boss. Okay, for a minute there, I was like, don't tell me the minigame was me finding the cat. Oh dear god, what the hell? Okay. What else to heal and empower a hero? Man, this is... Okay, sword. Oh, sorry, I have to click the who I'm hitting. So I keep forgetting that. Darkness. Oh my god. I mean, it's only me. How much does this heal, out of curiosity? 95? Okay. So, 39. Okay, so this is like a full heal thing. Okay, so now I heal. I think this is where I'll heal. Okay, so this is gonna be annoying because it's like every single... Oh, I did 134 on that one. Eat your poutine, sir. Actually for dinner I had poutine. Or at least... a Korean style poutine, I guess? I mean, there really isn't much in this fight. I sword, I heal, then I sword again, and I heal again. So this heal is like a full heal, so... Okay, finally it's done. Our epic hero triumphed over the final boss. Wow, I won. So I guess this is the part where I get to meet the magical princess. Let's see what happens. Okay. Well, Cleo certainly gets spoiled enough to be a princess. Okay, that was the mini game. I don't think they had like anything like that in the previous game, did they? Right? Okay, I need to look for... No. There's another statue. Oh wait, I haven't been to the basement. I forgot about that. It's probably in the basement. To the basement we go. What is there? I just realized there is a tree in the middle of this. Okay, basement. Wanted to see if anything was out here, even though I don't recall. Alright, that's the freight elevator. Okay. Oh, here you go. It's 5 statues. Okay, it's something about ivory. Play the ivory keys. So we're going up back to the first floor. Okay, the key is to play the ivory. The ivory. The riddle must be referring to this white piano. Let's see what happens. Okay. Look, there's a hidden door on the wall by the piano. Oh my god, this is not... I was not expecting that. Okay, so this is out here. Well, okay, down to the speakeasy. Well, we found Bartholomew Bilderbelt's secret speakeasy, but I don't see a treasure here. Oh, I see. According to that old newspaper article, Bartholomew Bilderbelt's last words were, "You corrupt pigs can take away my dark ale and my red wine, but you'll never find my secret stash of gold." For his mouth, okay. Red wine and dark ale. When he says gold, he was talking about a pot of gold. He was talking about gold rum. So the police couldn't take away his gold rum because he already drank it. There's no treasure to be found in the secret speakeasy. Billy Kramer misunderstood the meaning of his words. There's nothing here but a few empty bottles of booze. Maybe there's a clue to be found somewhere in this secret catacomb. Is this... Okay, the mouse. It's so terribly dark. Oh, grandfather clock. And the doggy tree. Can we look at these statues? Okay, so that was to the speakeasy. Just want to see if that's anything. No. Oh god, okay. Okay, that's not anything. What the hell is that? These buttons look just like the buttons found on the hotel elevator, but they're fake. Somebody used these fake elevator buttons to change the floors where the elevator stops by sticking them on top of the real elevator buttons. The first floor and the basement are switched, and the 12th and 13th floor are switched. This way, when an unsuspecting person inadvertently presses the button for the first floor lobby, they'd really be taken to the basement. Or someone unknowingly pressed the button to go to the convention guest rooms on the 12th floor, they'd instead be taken to the 13th floor. The clue is saved in your case files. Okay. I'm talking about saved. Oh, I was hoping this would be something. This is blocked. That's not anything. Now you know my secret. I shall never let you escape. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, where are you? Up ahead? Up down below? Or was I supposed to, like, do a big... Go make a... I think I was supposed to, like, do a big, because it circles around, right? So... What? We found all the clues, I met all the suspects and uncovered all the evidence. We're ready to contact Officer Adams and explain how the crime was committed, who killed the victim, and reveal all the secrets of the case. I mean, I have no idea, actually. Solved to... Okay. Let's just look at the... I mean, okay, so right away we can cross off the Kramers. I think that is just... That's going to be a given. See, Stella... Nunes... Hannah Ko, I don't know how, like... Standoffish who was recently hired. The only thing I can think of is her. Like, maybe she... Oh, you know what? This could be a fake name. Because... So, if... Okay, Hanako is really... the sister of Hime. I can't remember the girl's official name. So... But... And she thinks that Renee killed her sister. So she was getting revenge. Okay, so I think it's Hanako. Because she was talking about like the costumes and stuff being poor quality. Other than that, yeah, I think she's our best bet. I'm just not sure. So we know Hannah faked going to the... That's the only thing I know so far. Hannah faked going to the 12th floor with the wig and stuff like that. And I'm assuming Rena was somehow killed on the 13th? If the things were switched? Or at some point she was going to the first floor and she ended up being in the basement instead. That's the only thing I think. I mean, okay, she was probably killed before everything, right? So she accidentally went to the basement. She was killed there, taken up the freight elevator into the theater. Then the theater was cut, and the freight elevator to the theater was destroyed. And then all that stuff. Okay, I think that's our best bet. Okay, so let's go to solve. Yes. Are you sure? Yes. We're gonna do hard mode. Hello? Excellent. Yes, Detective. Officer Bailey and I will have everything prepared. Okay, it's surprising. This one is a bit shorter than no, that's well, it is a smaller area in comparison to the previous game. The explanation. Would you like to attempt to guess the identity of the killer before the explanation scene? There's no penalty. Okay. So, Hanako. Okay, so we're going with hard. Yes. Hours before dawn. How long are you going to put us all through this shame and dishonor? I'm jet-lagged and it's the middle of the night. Do the American police even have any idea who killed my singer? We need to figure out what happened, no matter what. I understand your frustration, and I'm going to try to make this as clear as possible. One of the people here now murdered Rena Ishida, and I know who it was. Her death was quite a perplexing one. It seemed impossible. The victim was heard screaming inside her locked hotel room on the 12th floor, and then later her body was recovered on stage inside the locked Atlantic Theater. Although this old hotel is prone to decades of rumors about ghosts and the supernatural, there is a perfectly logical explanation for Rena Ishida's murder. Rena's singing career may have brought her legions of fans, but here at YokaiKon in Philadelphia, she was surrounded by bitter enemies with dark motives. Oh, rubbish. I had just met the poor girl. Betty Bilderberg, after the victim's body was discovered, you did everything you could to convince the police that the death was an occult phenomenon. You had an ulterior motive for propagating these rumors and legends. When Cleo and I discovered this clue, I realized that you were hoping to profit from her death. Balance sheet. The Bilderberg Hotel's financial balance sheet. Your beloved family Bilderberg Hotel was in heavy debt to the Liberty Bell Bank, with foreclosure looming if you were unable to find a way to make a lot of money quickly. If your hotel became famous for an unsolved murder case rife with rumors and shock, the surge of media attention would make you rich. It's true. If I don't repay my loans, the bank closes the doors. But I didn't kill her. How can you accuse me of such a crock? Nevertheless, you may have gotten the idea from your employee Hanako when she brought this spooky trinket to your attention recently. Oni statue. The Oni statue. While your boss told you to leave the creepy red statuette on her desk in hotel lobby, somehow it turned up inside the victim's locked bedroom. What? Me? I was just following orders. Leave my hotel staff out of this. You've got a lot of nerve. I'm only suggesting that you had an accomplice in your plan to turn the Bilderberg Hotel into a horror tourism destination. You and your hired help weren't the only ones who could have had the opportunity to conspire together for your own games. Sounds to me like a wild goose chase, Detective. Admit it, you're totally lost. Only when you admit that you had your own secret reason for financing the anime convention, Mr. Kramer. I admit nothing. You were here only for your own wild goose chase, a treasure hunt, as Cleo and I discovered when we stumbled upon this strange old document that was in your possession. Bartholomew's Riddle. We discovered the riddle left by Bartholomew Bilderbelt, the original proprietor of the hotel, which you believe would lead you to treasure. At first, you wanted nothing to do with your daughter's idea to put on an anime convention. It wasn't until you read a newspaper article suggesting the whereabouts of a secret stash of gold that you agreed to cooperate with her. Daddy, is this true? Dear, business is very complicated. Very complex. Alright, Gary, it's true. I thought YokaiKon was a poor business idea, like most of my daughter's whims and fancies. But when I found that sheet of paper, I knew I'd figured something that nobody else had picked up on. Hosting an event here would give me ample time to search for Bartholomew's treasure, while Betty and hotel staff were distracted. You fool, it was rum! Rum. What? There was no treasure in my grandfather's secret speakeasy. You knew about that? He was my grandfather after all. You still need to pay up. I'm waiting. The treasure hunt may have led to a dead end, but Bartholomew, the Prohibition-era bartender, wasn't the only one bootlegging. What are you talking about? Unlicensed merchandise based on Ren Ishida's performance. Cleo and I found this suspicious item in the convention suite. Where is it? Was it the cosplay wig? The convention suite? We found the okay, sorry, just like I didn't have the name of the place where Billy Kramer was. We found a cosplay wig that looked exactly like Ren Ishida's stylish hair. Your father was planning to start mass producing and selling accessories for Ren Ishida cosplay, with you as well, and accessory. Alright, it's true, I took the cosplay wig, I couldn't resist. The craftsmanship was just so incredibly realistic. Oh my gosh, I had to have it. I know the situation looks hairy, but I certainly didn't kill Ren Ishida. I can't believe this. You were going to steal the costume design? That's what this is all about? All you wanted to do was exploit her. What about you, Ori-san? From what Cleo and I learned, Ren Ishida was putting your record label under a lot of pressure. Excuse me? Ren Ishida was planning to leave YokaiKon Records very soon. Cleo and I discovered this when we read this important legal document. Ren Ishida's record contract, the one sheet she hadn't renewed. Ren Ishida, who you saw as one of your company's most prized assets, was planning to retire from singing, to graduate, to leave and move on. Alright, it's true. Ren Ishida's departure would have been a public relations disaster. I wasn't going to let that happen. But I didn't kill her.
Rena was going to graduate from being an idol performer?
She was going to leave the music business.
That would have been hard on her fans.
But you, Kiki Suzuki, were extremely jealous. Ren Ishida's my hero. You were faced with a difficult choice, which Cleo and I read about in your own words when we found this startling clue. In your diary.
I don't want to do this. It goes against every aspect of my being. It's horrible, but I have no choice. I can't believe this is what my career has come to. It's true. I was under contract to stir up drama with Rena for the record label to help generate attention.
Quiet, Kiki. You're violating our non-disclosure agreement.
So what? I don't care. Now she's dead. This is more important than my career.
A rivalry between idol singers? Sounds like juicy gossip to me. Absolutely. We had a lot of private knowledge of the murder victim's history as part of a popular idol performance duo. Cleo and I learned a lot about her history as part of another horrible tragedy from 2 years ago when we read this. Music zine? We found an old issue of the music zine that you published. A special issue from 2 years ago. I brought it with me to the convention so I could show it to Rena. You even showed us a shocking, unpublished picture of Rena and her friend Jennifer taken at the Philadelphia Public Gardens. Maybe you're looking to blackmail Ren Ishida with this image. Maybe she wouldn't pay. That's not true. All I wanted was to do a retrospective interview with Ren Ishida for my readership. Her idol group, Rena and Hime, meant so much to all the fans. We all wanted Rena to succeed after her duet partner Hime died young. The victim certainly meant a lot to you, Robert. I enjoyed your music. A lot of people did. But it made you very upset when Ren Ishida spurned your advance, as Cleo and I learned when you were seen with this item. Where's the rose bouquet? I don't know where the... I'm seeing the red towel, and I have no idea what that red towel comes into play. The bouquet of roses you bought for the murder victim. It's true. I had a huge fan crush on Rena, and I was devastated when she just walked right by me. I had no idea she was planning to retire from music. I guess I only saw her as a performer, which might be why she reacted the way she did. As you can all see, each one of you had reasons to resent Rena Ishida or to benefit from her death. At first, it appeared as though each of you had an alibi at the time she screamed from inside her locked hotel room on the 12th floor. I was the one who heard her scream. I raced around the 12th floor in the lobby until I found the hotel proprietor. Mr. Kramer can confirm my alibi for the time of death. We were arguing. The three of us can vouch for each other's whereabouts.
Robert Forrest and I were watching videos and talking in the room across the 12th floor balcony.
Affirmative. I was in the expedition hall, nowhere near her bedroom. Likewise, I was lost in the hotel basement at the time. I was working up on the 13th floor. And how was Rena Ishida's murder possible? When Cleo and I explored... Oh wait, the red towel is not the... Okay, so... When Cleo and I explored the secret catacombs, we discovered a clue that was good as gold. The clue that explained the whole locked room puzzle surrounding the victim's death. Fake elevator buttons. We found a set of fake buttons, which were a perfect match to the buttons on the main elevator that connects the basement, first floor, mezzanine, 12th floor, and 13th floor. The killer created and used these fake buttons to obfuscate the true location of Rena Ishida's death. That was their trick to make it seem impossible to create the perfect crime. Even though Ori-san heard a woman scream from inside Rena Ishida's hotel room, the true murder had already taken place somewhere else. The victim was already dead. The elevator button panel is designed so that the higher floors are read from down to up and left to right. The higher floors are read from down to up and left to right. The pattern had been changed inconsistently. For example, the button for 12 was switched with the button for 13 without any other changes. They might have roused suspicion from the hotel guests. This is why two sets of fake buttons were made. It looked more convincing and believable that way. The killer simply switched the button for 12 and 13, and also for B and 1. This, and basement and 1. The simple trick is what made the crime possible. Multiple witnesses saw Rena Ishida leaving the foyer in the elevator after she had been threatened by Kiki Suzuki and then approached by Robert Forbes. When Rena Ishida left the foyer on the first floor to retire to her bedroom on the 12th floor, she naturally would have pressed the button labeled 12. But instead, unbeknownst to her, the elevator took her to a different floor of the Bilderberg Hotel instead. It kind of... Like, I would think the basement, but... Like, I would assume 13, right? But... Because in the basement, we found... I mean, the basement makes the most sense in terms of the freight elevator and stuff like that, because... Okay. I'm just like, where's the... Okay, so she was killed on the 13th floor. I can't remember what clues I found on the 13th floor. I think that's the main issue. Oh, right, the laundry chute. There was... Oh, the... I totally forgot about on the roof, there was the laundry cart. Which, I can't remember what we found in there. A toy... The toy dog. The chew toy. Since the button for floors 12 and 13 were switched, Rena unwillingly got off on the 13th floor, where she was ambushed by the murderer. The killer had no reason to lie about their whereabouts at the time of death, as long as everyone believed that the victim was murdered inside her locked hotel room. So then who killed Rena Ishida, detective? the murderer. Excuse me? I saw Ren Ashida leave the elevator and enter her locked hotel room. She walked right by me without saying a word. No, you saw someone dressed in Ren Ashida's costume walk by, and then you heard someone scream from inside Ren Ashida's hotel room. I waited 2 long years for this moment. As soon as Rena got off the elevator on the 13th floor, Hanako was armed with a murder weapon and ready to strike. She quickly slit the throat of the famous J-pop singer who she hated so much. Next, disguised by Ren Ashida's signature look with extravagant long bangs of hair and a medical face mask, Hanako walked right past Tomokazu Ori and into the victim's hotel room on the 12th floor. Hana had already fished Rena's hotel room keycard off her person, which allowed her to enter the locked door. She placed that sinister-looking red Japanese Oni statue in the room during the interval she was inside. And then she waited. When Ori-san heard the scream from inside Rena's locked bedroom, his immediate reaction was to seek help opening the locked bedroom door. He hurried to the first floor and frantically tried to find Betty Bilderbelt. The coast was clear for Hana to escape from the seemingly locked room where it appeared that Ren Ashida had been attacked. Okay. The only issue I'm having with this is like, okay, he disappeared, but Robert was on that floor. Like, the music executive wasn't the only person on that floor, so how can she guarantee that everyone else would also be not on that floor? I feel like that is, I mean, she just got lucky, I guess, but yeah. The rest was, well, housekeeping. During the intensive hotel-wide manhunt to look for Ren Ashida, Hanako had lots of time to neatly clean up the crime scene. The blood-red towel which Cleo and I found in the hotel swimming pool was used to cover the victim's body so it wouldn't be seen. The blood was filtered out when Hana drained the water in the pool. The cosplay wig was placed in the exhibition hall where Hana knew that Lana Kramer would be enticed by it. Okay, so that's why I was in the convention. Okay. Rena's hotel room keycard was dumped in the basement where Cleo noticed it later. One thing I don't understand is how the killer brought the victim's body into the theater on stage. The front door of the Atlantic Theater was locked, and the freight elevator from the basement had been reported broken before the guests arrived for YokaiKon. Right, how did she get in and get out? It was all lies and deception. Who reported the broken windows on the 13th floor to the hotel management? Who anonymously ships the mysterious Oni statue to the hotel and shows it to her boss? Who claims that the freight elevator in the basement is broken? At the time of Ren Ashida's murder, what was the true condition of the freight elevator working? The freight elevator was still in perfect working order when Hanako used it to bring Ren Ashida's body into the locked Atlantic Theater. So that was the strange popping, mechanical noise I heard when I inadvertently took the elevator to the basement and got lost. After killing Rena with the machete, Hana used it a second time to actually break the elevator cables once the job was done. It created the illusion of a locked room and corroborated her claim that the freight elevator had been broken all along. But not before accidentally kicking over the bucket of paints and tracking a few footprints in the seemingly locked Atlantic Theater. You had been obsessively plotting to murder Ren Ashida for a long time. When you saw the announcement that she would be performing at YokaiKon, you took this job at the Bilderbelt Hotel and agreed to work under the table for low wages. Also, you could formulate the perfect crime. You would have your revenge, wouldn't you, Rachel? Rachel? Who is Rachel? Rachel is the true identity of the person you've come to know as Hanako. This old issue of Stella J-Pop magazine from 2 years ago describes a harrowing account of Jennifer Hime's bureau guard's shocking and untimely death at a photo shoot in the Philadelphia Public Gardens. Tragedy has shocked the world of J-pop music last week as Hime, aka Jennifer Beauregard of Hime and Rena, was suddenly found dead at a photo shoot in the Philadelphia Public Gardens. Jennifer Beauregard passed away due to a severe allergic reaction, and her body was recovered by her duet partner, Rena Shida. Jennifer is survived by her parents and her sisters, Rachel. It's funny that, like, I saw the name Rachel, but for some reason I still thought Hannah. Even though there was, like, nothing to lead me to think that. Stella Nunes, the zine's editor-in-chief, later showed me the secret picture taken by her automatic camera at the scene of Jennifer Beauregard's death, the one that only Stella and Hime's family members knew about. Incredible. It looks like Rena killed Hema by stabbing her. I don't believe it. This damning photograph from 2 years ago was Rachel's motive for Rena Shida's murder. Stop calling me Rachel! I think it's time that you clear up who this Rachel person is. Cleo and I figured it out when we watched the old performance video from Hime and Rena.
When you fell from the sky in my arms, first I felt so frightening. Then again your eyes
Thanks so much to everyone for enjoying our music and videos.
seen before. When you fell from the sky in my heart, I've been struck by
I want to thank our friends, families, and our fans all over the world. And my okay, so this is where I thought Hannah. I guess I didn't register the Rachel part then. It was only in this where it's like sister Hanako, and that's why I thought Hannah. My wonderfully creative sister Hanako for making these amazing costumes. Who is Hanako? Who is Hanako Rachel Beauregard? Okay. What was the motive for murder? Revenge. Hanako's true identity is Rachel Beauregard, Jennifer Hime Beauregard's sister. In the music video, she is credited as the idol group's costume designer Hanako. Hanako, or Hanako. How amusing, detective. How did I move Rena Shida's heavy body from the 13th floor all the way to the theater on the 1st floor? She's right, it's impossible. You had me going for a while with this theory, but it seems like you've gone a bit off the rails, detective. At least let him explain first before you do that. There's gotta be a clue that explains how she did it. What could it be? Dog toy. There's only one option. No, Cleo, it's not time to play now. But the dog toy doesn't explain anything. What's this? I think I get it. Where did Cleo and I recover this dog toy? The laundry cart. Cleo and I found this hotel laundry cart left out on the hotel roof. The laundry cart was used to conceal and transport the victim's body from the 13th floor to the Atlantic Theater using the freight elevator in the basement. The murderer tried hiding it on the roof in hopes of preventing the police from making this important connection. You were a master of disguise, Rachel. If Cleo and I hadn't recovered those phony elevator buttons from the underwater drain in the catacombs, you might have escaped. But the evidence proves that you're the only person who had the opportunity to commit this horrible crime. I never expected that somebody would recover my phony elevator buttons when I dropped them into the storm drain in the hotel courtyard. It's true. Since that fateful day, I became like the Japanese Oni statue. Pure evil, hell-bent on avenging Jennifer's death. Nothing would stand in my way. All my schemes led up to what happened earlier tonight. When I saw that secret photograph that the magazine photographer gave to my parents, I knew the worst was true. Rena Shida stabbed my sister to death in cold blood. Also that she could ink a deal with YokaiKon Records as a solo performer. It was all greed and selfishness for her music career. What do you want with me? I don't care. You people are not my judges. Renashita got away with murder and she deserves to die by my hand. So, like, was it never explained? You're wrong, Rachel. Rena didn't murder your sister. It's the opposite. She tried to save her. No, you lie. Jennifer Biergard is documented to have died from an allergic reaction, not a stab wound. Are you asking me to disbelieve my own eyes? That accursed photograph reveals her real story. I never trusted anybody who tried to get close to Jennifer once her singing started to getting noticed. No, not even the doctors. I'm the only one who cared about my sister when everybody else wanted to hurt her. Look closely, Rachel. What object is Rena actually holding in her hands at this moment? Here's what the picture actually shows. Jennifer. Rena. Here, Jennifer, take this. Hime's death was attributed to an allergic reaction. She was stung by a bee in the public garden, and by accident, she left her medical auto-injector in her car. Rena hurried back to Jennifer's car as fast as she could to retrieve the life-saving medical device and give her necessary treatment, but she was too late. In Stella's automatic camera photograph, the device in Rena's hand isn't a knife, it's Hime's medical auto-injector. Rena did everything she could to save her best friend's life. You know what's hilarious is Hannah thinks her parents also willingly covered up her sister's death then. I mean, like, what? Don't you see, Rachel? Rena didn't want any of this to happen. All she wanted was for your sister Jennifer to be alive and happy. Rena signed on with YokaiKon Records after her partner's untimely death so she could live Hime's dream of being a J-pop idol music star that was tragically taken away. But secretly, she was miserable and mourned the loss of her best friend and performance partner. Having done her best and made her peace, she was planning to leave the music career behind, which is why she refused to sign a new contract with YokaiKon Records. Renashita had lived for Hime. Now it was time for her to graduate from being an idol and to finally live her own dream. She had been accepted to medical school, and her plan was to become an allergist, so she could save other people like Hime. Rena, if only the fans knew how selfless she really was. Yes, I see. Stella, this is all your fault. You sick paparazzi. If you hadn't taken that cursed photograph. Oh my god. Oh, Jennifer, what have I done? I'm sorry, you're really putting the blame on... Oh my god. Don't worry, your sister will always love you. Okay. I think there's more problems about her than just... Quick, after her. Where the hell could she have possibly gone? Oh, she's gonna get stung by bees as well. Because there's that beehive. Rachel! Are you serious? Rena... We do have that auto-ejector, right? Oh no, she's dead. Okay, what was the auto-ejector from? Where did we grab that from? Okay, well, that was something. Epilogue. YokaiKon may have been cancelled due to the horrible events that had just taken place, but Cleo still captured the unofficial award for Best Costume, Kawaii. A Star is Born. How did she get such an adorable costume anyway? You guessed that Hanako was the killer before the exclamation scene happened. You successfully guessed the killer and murder is game over, murder Otaku. Congratulations, well done. Oh yeah, the doggy bags. Cleo found a total of 19 of 20 doggy bags while exploring the Boat Hotel. Okay, you went honestly, I think like it's only when you get like the best, you get everything or like all the stuff that you get like the weird special poutine, but frankly I'm not sure if I want to know what the special poutine looks like. So we're just hopefully, as a special treat, Guy made Cleo some poutine as a reward for a great clue sniffer. 2 months later. It says in today's newspaper that Betty Bilderbelt was able to raise enough money from horror tourism to pay off the bank loan and keep the family hotel. That seems positive. Willard Kramer lost money on his investment in YokaiKon, but something tells me he'll be alright financially. At least. Next time I think I'd like to sell my company. That's a much safer bet than some speculative treasure hunts. Kiki Suzuki went on to have a promising career as a J-pop music artist with Oricon Records. In her exclusive interview in Stella Idol magazine, she revealed that she is secretly dating a computer expert who she met in Philadelphia. There's no way she revealed that. Not the parasocial relationship of idols. That's not happening. Her career will be over, or at least people definitely tried to take down her career after the fans would try to take down the careers. With that news, that about wraps it up. I sure hope that nobody else is going to get murdered in the next few minutes. And then we get the letter. Phew. Well, Cleo, it looks like we have some time to relax and play video games for change. What do you think? Sure. Let's collect all the doggy bags to win. Avoid the 4 goes. What? Oh my god! No! No. Go up. Actually, I wouldn't do this. No! Okay. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to the white lady part. I'm not paying attention right now, sorry. I'm just like... I didn't even move. Oh, come on! It's like I slowed down suddenly. What the hell? Oh, okay, sorry. I'm just like... No, okay. Wait, I do slow down. What? I wasn't imagining that, okay? Ha. Gimme. Yeah! No, we're not playing that again. I just wanted to win once. Thanks for playing Murder is Game Over, Murder Otaku. We hope you enjoyed Cleo and Guy's latest spooky mystery adventure. Since you made it this far, please feel free to leave a review of this game or check out other games in the Murder is... Okay, yeah. The end. Alright, okay, so that was Murder is Game Over, Murder Otaku. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's... I feel like with this game and the previous game, it's like I wasn't... Oh no, this game I did think, for me, the murder wasn't too obvious, depending on what clues. I mean, like, I got confused, like, when I read the magazine, her survived by her sister Rachel completely blanked on me. I didn't focus on that at all. But then the Hanako thing in the video was like, oh, so is that Hana? But I think it was for me more a process of elimination, right? Because we know it wasn't going to be the Kramers. Everyone else had more, like, she was the only one that didn't really have any sort of like, she didn't have something that could explain away. Like, I know it's like, I mistakenly got to, I can see maybe people thinking that, but then she just didn't make sense at all. I think it's really just the Hanako thing that my subconscious was like, it's her! It's her! You better say it's her. I did get confused. I forgot about the laundry chute thing. So I was like I know I should have pressed 13, but then, like, was she killed there? I don't recall finding evidence that she was killed there on the 13th floor. So that's why I ended up choosing the basement, because that seemed like the most probable place, but then timeline-wise, it wouldn't have made sense. So either way, that was Murder's Game Over, Murder Otaku. At some point there is going to be another game in the series. I don't remember when the release date for that is going to be. I'm going to have to double check. But for now, that's it for this series, and we will be moving on to the next, whatever I've got up next. I still have a lot of free games from the Epic Games Store, so I should probably check there. And I bought a lot of games from the Steam Summer Sale as well. So either way, thank you for liking if you liked, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed, and thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!